What's up, World Wide Web? It's your boy, Marlon O.Bennett. Hey, guys, look, the day, as promised, I was speaking a little while ago in the group, and I was talking about, I'm going to put up a video entitled 6 Degrees of Separation. And I just like that title, and there's so many things, that phrase just resonates with so many things that's happening in my life, and I'm sure in yours too. But like, I was thinking the other day, like when we looking up in the sky at night, right? The moon that we look at, it's the same moon that everybody sees. I don't care where you are in the world, right? I don't care where you are in the country. You know what I mean? If you look up in the sky at night, that moon is the same moon. And the sun that we see is the same one that provides the light for everybody on this entire planet, right? So I was just thinking, I was in my back office the other day, and I was listening to Anthony and Justin. They were talking, right? And they were talking in the training inside of Island University. They were talking about Anthony was talking about vision, and he was talking about writing your vision down. You know what I mean, and planting the seed. And I remember when my kids were really young. And of course, I lost one of my sons when he was 18 years old to cancer. But my second oldest son, he came to me about a year ago. And he called me up on the phone, and he said, "Dad, what's going on?" And I was like, "Not too much, man. What's up?" He's like, "Man, I just wanted to tell you something." And I'm like, I was kind of bracing myself because I thought something had happened. And I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Man, I just want to thank you, man." And I was like, "Mark, what's up, man?" Because he's usually a really kind of quiet. He don't really verbalize the way he feels. But he said, I just wanted to thank you, man, for the things you taught me, when I was small." And I'm like, "Yo, man." I was kind of taken off guard. I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "No, man." He said, "I just want to thank you." He said, "Because I'm telling you, the things you taught me when I was growing up has given me the edge." He says, "It's giving me an edge." And I'm like, I kind of knew what he was saying, but since he was talking, and he don't do that a lot, I wanted him to expand on it a little bit. I'm like, "What do you mean exactly, Mark?" And he said, "No, man." I said, "I can just tell on my job." You know what I mean? He said, "The things you taught me, it keeps me, like ahead of my peers, even on the job." You know what I mean? And he made like supervisor like really, really quick after he started his job. He actually worked for the county, Montgomery County in Maryland. But he was just telling me, he just went on to tell me that, just everything that you've taught me all along, you know what I mean? And I kind of thought about it. And I was remembering when I wasn't really hard, but of course I was a sergeant in the Army. And I just made sure that I taught them the things that I thought they were going to need to know to go out here and live life on life's terms, and to be the best that you can be, and always give your best, and always give 100%, always try to be honest and ethical. You know what I'm saying? We all are just works in progress, but it was cool because I was just thinking about planting the seed. To me, I thought about it, and I do that with all my kids. I have two teenagers as well. They're both 18, but I've done the same thing with them. I have 5 kids altogether, to include the one that passed away. And I just think that that's the coolest thing. And we should not only be doing it with our kids, but we should be doing it with anybody and everybody that we connect with. I think another thing that Anthony or Justin said is every time they meet somebody new, you know what I mean, or they try to give them a gift. And a gift doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't even have to be anything material at all. It can be sharing your knowledge. That's a gift. Just sharing your knowledge can be a gift to somebody. And as it turns out, it ended up being a gift for my son. And in my last video, I talked about, people starting to make comments on some of my videos, and how it's cool if just my message only resonates with 1 out of 1,000 people, then I still feel like my mission is accomplished. I feel like that's something, a gift that I've given away to somebody for that day, something that they can use, you know what I mean, to propel themselves forward in life, and hopefully get them to that to the next plateau, if you will, in their life, wherever it is they want to go, and whatever it is they want to do, you know what I mean. And incidentally, on 6 degrees of separation, right, what they say, I think from my understanding of it, it's just like everything is only really 6 degrees of separation away from introduction from any person in the world. So that a change, like a chain of a friend's statement can be made to connect to anybody else, right? Just through, I think, a few 6 steps, something like that. But it's the coolest thing, because when you think about 6 degrees of separation, we all are not really that disconnected. And like I said, it's only one sun and it's only one moon. And when we look up in the sky at night, I don't care where we are, if it's nighttime, we all see that same moon. And that sun is the same one that heats our world all the way around. That alone is enough of a connection. The world is a very large place, but when you think about it, it's not that large at all. Start planting seeds, people. Start creating the vision and start laying the foundation. And you'll be amazed at what starts to happen, how we start to grow as a group, how we start to grow as a team, how we can start to expand and affect other people's lives in a positive manner. That's the coolest thing, man. You know, I don't care what nobody say. That's cool. Hey, that's just my 2 cents for the day. Don't spend it all in one place. You know what I always like to end these videos by saying, you don't have to be great to get started. You just have to get started to be great. For anybody interested in a really great platform for making money from home, sharing this kind of information and training with others, you can visit me at marlon-o.bennett.internetlifestylenetwork.com. You can opt in to my list at the video, or the links below this video on my YouTube channel. For all you guys on my list and on my blog, stay plugged in. We're just going to keep on banging, guys. As always, this is Marlon O.Bennett wishing you wisdom, peace, prosperity, and to living an internet lifestyle without limits. Keep banging.